Hi, thanks for joining me. So, today I'm just going to do a follow-up to my PlayStation 2 collection. And Houdini's not going to be joining us today, but I thought I would just peek in on him. He was being cute and poking his head out. Come on, bud. There you are. You doing? You being a good boy. So this is my Japanese PlayStation 2 collection. Some of these are old, some of them are new. A lot of them I haven't played, some of them I have. This is, somewhat a request from Corn Muffin and Orekan as a follow-up to my previous videos, my North American PlayStation 2 collection, which I wanted to highlight for you guys. So I'm just going to go through each one of these and try not to go on too long about any individual one. If you guys follow me, you might have seen a lot of these already, but this is the Mahjong of Suzumiya Haruhi-chan. There's actually, I think it was a series of webisodes, essentially, of Haruhi-chan. They're really, really good. I think you can get them in like a set with one of the other Haruhi spin-offs. I think it's Nyonon Churiya-san, which is also extremely funny. So anyway, they did, like a little spin-off Mahjong game. There's like a hair stuck to this. Yeah, and it's, this is like a little collector set. I assume there's maybe just a regular version, but this one comes with a, it's like a Pucci Nendoroid of Haruhi. You've got a little Mahjong tile keychain, and it comes with like a CD, a DVD, like a mini DVD maybe, Haruhi-chan, digital contents, DVD, whatever. So yeah, so there's that. Continuing with the Haruhi stuff, another special edition here, and these were like kind of cheap after the fact stuff, especially sometimes like there just isn't a lot of space in homes in Japan, and sometimes you can get these special editions kind of cheap because I think they just want to get rid of them. Yeah, so this is Suzume Haruhi no Tomadoi, and actually I forget what that is, Tomadoi. Anyway, I'll look it up. But it comes with his hair all over the place. That's not my hair on that one. Comes with a Figma, which is really cool. I've shown this off before. I think this is my first Figma, actually. I don't think I even have any other Figmas. I think that's the only one. And yeah, the game actually seems really cool. I really want to play it. It's the kind of the Haruhi gang in their club room making a video game. And I think it's a really cool premise for a video game. It's an adventure game. Just kind of one of those simple text adventure, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so let's just keep going over here. This is in the Simple 2000 series, volume 37. Now I think, well, I don't know, these are arcade games. They may have been released in other forms, but this is the only way that I know of getting them, like for home consoles personally. And this is Shienryu, the Shienryu series, basically. So this is just called The Shooting, and it's got Shienryu and Shienryu Explosion, and these are excellent. I absolutely love. In fact, Shienryu EX or Explosion is I mean, it's hard. If I say favorite shmup, it's sort of like this is really good. Raiden Fighters Aces is really good, and I really like Psycho shooters, which is what we're gonna get to just after this. Anyway, but if you like shmups, this is so good. Such a great collection, and especially the second game on here is awesome. But same with this one. You guys probably remember I talked about these, I don't know, a few years ago. I found out that they did these collections of Psycho shooters. This is the second volume, and I love this collection. This is, yeah, Sengoku Ace and Sengoku Blade, and they're excellent. Sengoku Blade in particular, I did a gameplay spotlight on. I love that game. It's a really great shmup. A little hard, actually. I don't know that I've finished it yet. But it's really good. And yeah, this is, I think, this is volume 3. I don't have volume 1 because I think I have the games from volume 1 already. I forget exactly what's on there, but anyway, maybe I just haven't gotten it yet. Soul Divide and Dragon Blaze. These are both decent. I somehow I think I felt like Dragon Blaze maybe like reused assets from some of their other stuff, like Gunbird series. But yeah, it's still pretty cool. I think it was a little hard too. Soul Divide is kind of unique. I'll show a screenshot or something so you guys can see what that looks like. Next up, this is really, really cool. I got this from Orekan in my trade video with him, so if you guys have seen that, you've seen this already, but I forget exactly what I said about it. I probably should have rewatched that. But this is like a redo, sort of special edition, like redo, ultimate edition, so to speak, of, this is Tokyo Majin, oh god. Yeah, I don't actually know what all those kanji are. I mean, I could look up the name, but I didn't. So it's one of the Tokyo Majin games, and I'm not super familiar with the Tokyo Majin series. There is an anime for it, but it looks really cool. It's like they're like strategy RPGs basically, and I guess they're sort of based on Norse mythology, and I guess like you can choose like I don't know, one of two sides. I think sort of like play like the good or the bad side, and they just seem really nifty. So I definitely one of these days would like to give that game a real real go, like actually do a review on it, or at least a gameplay spotlight or something. So it looks cool. Next up, a game I have talked about before. This one is cool because it has history, I guess. This may technically be like the first import PS2 game that I really had, I guess, along with like a handful of these other ones that I basically got from my friends. So I've talked about my friend Andy a lot. He's kind of the first of us that was really importing much back in the day, and we just had so much fun being able to like import a PCFX and import PCFX games, and we were just really into anime, and I'm really into anime, and we loved Love Hina. Yeah, it's a little easy to forget, and I don't know when this is from, 2002, I guess. But like, what a phenomenon Love Hina was in the anime world. It was like #1 popular thing, and I've actually been I'm going on. I've been wanting to watch Love Hina again, like the anime, because it's really good. So anyway, I talked about this in my Dreamcast, one of my Dreamcast pickups videos. It's the same game. Love Hina Gorgeous, Chirato Happening. I'm fairly positive it's the exact same game. Now this is just the box, because I took out, because this is the special edition, this. Now, it's a little unfortunate on this. It's fine. Basically, you've got this, and these were like wrapped in plastic and like in here, and there's like a hole in the back so you could like see, them sticking out. But once you unwrap them, like, unless you have something, I don't know, to wrap them back up again with, you sort of have to like, I have to just flip this over and keep them in here. But anyway, it comes with these cards. They're actually like anime cell cards, so you get like a little anime cell like this, and then it goes over top of, I mean, it's not this card, but you can like, put it over the appropriate card and sort of take it on and off, and like some of them are sort of like entertaining, I guess. I don't know. Oh, like this one here, you can see. So it's like, oh, she's wearing something, and then oh, she's not wearing anything. Anyway, I don't know. I guess that's the appeal of this these bonus cards here. So anyway, but that's pretty cool, and it's a cool game. I actually would like to play some more of it. I'll probably play it on the Dreamcast. But we played this a little bit back in the day, and it was fun to just check out. One of the reasons why I know as much Japanese as I do now, which isn't isn't everything, but this is something that I am really proud to to have in my collection, and I almost wanted to do a video about that, like what are things that you're really proud of having in your collection. And I don't know why I'm so proud of it. I guess, I mean, really it's like just finding out that it exists and then getting it. But it's just something like it's really satisfying for me to have. I really like the Gunslinger Girl series. The anime is really good. I started getting the manga. Unfortunately, I didn't, keep up with that, which, I guess that happens with a lot of, manga a lot of the time. But I really wanted to check these games out. And they did 3 of them, and then, they did this box to collect them in. I don't really know if you like bought it as a set or you just got the box, maybe like with the 3rd game or something. I'm not really sure. But anyway, there's 3 games, and I've checked these out a little bit. Like, they're action shooting games, with like animation to them and stuff like that. They look great. I think that the controls are a little clunky from what I played, but I really want to play these more at some point, because like I said, like I like the characters and the story, just the whole presentation. I think for Gunslinger Girl is really cool, so really happy to have that. In some ways, just like kind of, I'd say, a personal crown jewel of my game collection. Seaman 2, Don't Panic. Obviously, this is the kind of a continuation of the Dreamcast. You've got a follow-up to Seaman. I don't know how many people know there even was a sequel to Seaman. One thing that's really cool about this is that it has a controller. I'm kind of a sucker for unusual controllers and stuff like that on occasion, and so it basically has a built-in microphone, and it's set up a little bit more, almost like a Saturn controller a little bit. It's sort of weird. I haven't played this at all. I'm not even really sure if I'm going to. I don't know how well, trying to communicate in Japanese with Seaman is going to work out for me. But yeah, this was just something that I just, as a Dreamcast collector and fan, I felt a certain obligation and joy in just acquiring this for my collection. I don't know if you guys know that I'm a Rurouni Kenshin fan, but I am. I haven't seen everything that there is to see with, or read or play with Kenshin, but I really enjoyed the anime. For a long time, I watched, I don't know, maybe the first couple seasons or something. I think they ended up doing maybe 3 seasons. Anyway, I'm not fully up on it. I'm not, an expert by any means, but I've certainly seen the OAVs, which I know certain people that watch my channel are big fans of. And yeah, this is a cool action game. I haven't really played it maybe at all even. I've been meaning to, but I was excited to have a Kenshin game that isn't just like a versus fighter, because that's a really obvious choice for a Kenshin game. But this one is like oh gosh, I don't actually remember if I remember the Japanese. I think this is Joe something. But it's like an action game. Maybe like an action adventure, and it seems cool. So 3D action, yay. Next up, we have Evangelion Joe, I believe is what that is. Not that I remember what it means, but yeah, this game looks pretty cool, and it's a little hard to keep like all of the Evangelion games straight. But this is sort of like an action game where you play, I think it's just sort of like going up against all of the angels, basically. Like, it's kind of like what you would expect, I guess, from an Evangelion game. I haven't played it. I don't know if it's any good, but it was great. I love it. And you'll see a lot more of that, as you can tell, as I go through my collection here. Scandal. So excited about this. For some reason, I've always been really interested in the Yadudora series that started on the PlayStation 1. They're like, interactive dramas, play dramas, and they're all, maybe not all of them, but I'm pretty sure that they all feature like animation from production IG, which is great. They do amazing animation, and this one just seemed really cool. I mean, I really don't know much about it, but it's like a thriller. So I've been wanting to check that out for a long time. Of course, here we have Tokyo Bus Anai, or Bus Guide, and Kyokara Kimi mo, whatever that says. So, from today on, you can also drive the bus, which I'm sure is essentially the connotation there. So yeah, this is actually something kind of like with Love Hina there that my friend imported back in the day, and we played some of. It's a really cool game. It's like a bus simulation. I mean, you you get in the bus, you gotta like obey all the traffic laws. You've got to like stop at the stops and pick people up, and stop if somebody dings the bell probably, and all that kind of stuff. We were never very good at this, but it was just fun to, I don't know, mess around driving the bus. It just fun memories. This I picked up. I just couldn't help myself because it seemed so weird. This is Tomac Save the Earth Love Story, and I don't know if that's the order you're supposed. Oh, here we go. Tomac Save the Earth. Yeah, I guess that's how you're supposed to say it. Published by Sunsoft, developed by Seed9, which I read is a Korean developer. But the premise of this is just so hysterical and weird. I guess that, like, I don't know, God is, like, displeased with man and is thinking of, just wiping out the earth. And, he's talking with, I guess it's, like, the goddess of love. And she's like, oh, but, but there's love. There's love in humans, in the human world. And God's like, well, I don't know about that. So, basically, he sends her down to earth, I think as a seed. And so you literally grow her in a pot. And so like it's just her head like sticking out of this pot. And so I guess like I don't know, she's trying to prove that like not basically like kind of like a non-romantic love exists, or sort of like, I don't know, platonic love or something. And so it's I don't know if it's like I always sort of figured it's kind of like a romantic adventure game, but it's kind of a raising sim too, I guess, where you're growing her as the plan. You're kind of like raising her stats and stuff. The premise just seems amazing on this, so I definitely had to get that. And again, I haven't played it, but a fun thing to have in my collection here. Oh gosh. I did not remind myself what all of these kanji are, so it's something Dekotora, Densetsu, something. So, truck driving game, Japanese truck driving game, developed by, or at least published by Spike, and I'm pretty sure it's developed by Spike. Yeah, so basically, I guess this is a real thing. Like, truck drivers will like deck their trucks out in like a bunch of lights and all this crazy stuff. And I think you can like race or something. Maybe I don't know a whole lot about it, honestly. I just got it because it had cool trucks in it. But it's it's kind of like a I don't know, pimp out your truck simulation. It seems really cool. I think Corn Muffins talked about this one before. I'm sure there's videos on YouTube about it. Again, one of those things I'd like to do a gameplay spotlight on someday. Secret of Evangelion. I basically just decided I wanted to pick up all the Evangelion games that I could get. And, this is an adventure game, as far as I know. I guess, honestly, I don't know a whole lot about this. But, yeah, it's an Eva game, and I wanted to check it out. There it is. There's not much to say about it. Umedia. This is obviously a Namco published game, and again, this is just like I picked up some random stuff. This it's like, this is just a straight up romantic adventure game as far as I know. I liked the character designs. They're super cute. So yeah, it was just something that I grabbed. I guess the premise of the story is like, gosh, how does this go? I think it's one of those ones where like the guy has a dream, like they all start where you're asleep and dreaming. Like, he's helping these girls like fight in the dream world. So like basically he dreams and like do like fights with the girls, you know, in an alternate dimension for the most part. So yeah, it seems cool. I love just these random, like, they're, this especially I think in the PlayStation 2 era and Dreamcast and all that stuff. It was like this golden age of visual novels and sort of, you know, adventure games, romantic adventure games. Speaking of which, and I think they're great. I don't know. I just think they're fun. They engage my imagination. Pia Carrot, a Yokoso Go Summer Fair. Now I picked this up at a local like anime convention that we have every year. It's actually coming up again here pretty soon. I'm not sure that I'm going to make it this year. I've really only made it 1 year. But while I was there, I picked up my Kasumi figure, which I was talking about in my my figures video, and I picked this game up. It's like another one in the you know, the Pia Carrot series. I haven't played it because I still need to you know, get further in 2 and play some of 3, which is on my bucket list, which is also right here. Pia Carrot Yokoso 3. We've been waiting for you. Round Summer. I don't know exactly what Round Summer means, but maybe that it's you know, this is like the summer round, and like, I don't know, maybe get a fall round and a winter round, and I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, and you guys, I'm sure, remember me talking about the Welcome to Pia Carrot series, but you know, a romantic adventure game set in a you know, it's basically a chain at this point of restaurants with like fancy uniforms and stuff like that. So this is I think they're opening a new restaurant on the kind of the beachfront. I'm not sure that I remember exactly where it is, but yeah, you know, new restaurant. You're, I think, a new character. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say, because I don't. You know, I haven't played a whole bunch of it, but I have. This is another one we had a long time ago. This was one of those ones I really wanted to play and understand, and I'm excited that I'm able to now. And this is on my bucket list to play, so I'll probably get to it sooner rather than later. Galaxy Angel 2. Now, I don't remember what this is, but you know, it's Galaxy Angel 2 something. There's actually a bunch of Galaxy Angel games for the PlayStation 2. I don't have them all, unfortunately. I actually think some of them may have been translated. I don't know if it was like fan translated or they're up on Steam translated, but I've seen like some people playing it. I love the anime for this. This is developed by Broccoli, as far as I know, unless they just, well, I guess it might just be a publisher. But I've talked about Broccoli before. They're yeah, they make like the Digico anime and are kind of associated with like the gamers shops and stuff like that. So anyway, you know, this was another series of theirs, really fun, and you know, I've wanted to play these games. I like to collect them all, actually, the Galaxy Angel games in particular. So I think they're fun. I kind of forget. I think this was the other game that I got from Oricon. This is let's see, Koisuru Otome to, oh god, something no. Yeah, this is how good my kanji is. I was gonna shoot for taking N2 this year, but I haven't been studying. I obviously need to. So anyway, I'm gonna get on that, and I'll see about, you know, passing N2, or you know, maybe I'll even try for N1 next year. But I think I might be pushing it. But anyway, so this is an adventure, you know, another romantic adventure game. The premise of this sounds really funny because I'm assuming that it's this character here is he's part of like some sort of security agency. I think it's this Aegis, and so he is like tasked with protecting this girl, and so he goes undercover like in her all-girls school, dressed up like a girl. To basically perform his security duties. It sounds funny, and it's published by Alchemist. You guys probably remember from my maybe my Dreamcast pickups videos. They're a big. They do a lot of like console ports of PC games, so I'm sure most of these romantic adventure games come out on PC anyway. But that's where that's from. I wasn't working on this pile, I was working on this one. Naruto, Uzumaki Ninden. Now, I actually got this before Naruto was like popular enough to a certain extent, and for them to actually be releasing the games here. Interestingly, like within a year or two, they localized this game for the U.S. and its sequel, I think, because I think this was the first one. But I really got this for my friend, who, like, the guy that imported half of these games, because he really wanted it when I went on a trip to Japan. So so I brought it back for him, and he actually ended up like selling it to me, I don't know, a few years later, because he played as much of it as he wanted to, and probably because the game came out here. I don't know if he even ever if he eventually picked up the localized version. But anyway, I don't know if these are great, but it's cool because it's again not a versus fighter. It's sort of like an action beat 'em up game. So so that's pretty cool. Saishu Heiki Kanojo, She the Ultimate Weapon. I remember when the anime came out for this, everyone was going nuts about this. This was like the most popular thing at the time, and I remember like it was one of those things that was like a little too popular. I was like, come on, this can't be all that good. And then I finally watched it, and I was like, yeah, all right, this is really good. It was a little reluctantly that I admitted that, but it's an odd show a little bit. There's something really charming about it. This girl basically gets drafted into becoming this like biological, technical, like hybrid weapon that they're using to fight these aliens that are gonna just destroy the world. But like really, it's mostly about. It feels to me like one of the final of like anime that were really informed by people that survived through World War II. Yeah, so it's a war story in some ways, and like a love story, and it's good. And there's a game. It's an adventure game. It says right on it, adventure game. So I like these sort of anime based adventure games and non-anime based adventure games. So I'm sure that I will adore that. Assuming that the story is interesting. This I've done a gameplay spotlight on, Marl Day Jigsaw.